And now I'm happy to introduce the 40th mayor of the city of Newark, our very own art mayor and native son of Brick City, who will be re-elected on May 10th.
Okay.
The Honorable Mayor Raz J. Baraka.
You know, she did that completely on her own, but I appreciate it. So this is a great day for the city. We're actually in the South Ward. You know, I heard Central Ward, West Ward. This is the South Ward of the city of Newark, and I appreciate the councilman for being here and the work that he did to help partner to make this happen with us. Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver obviously has been a partner with us in all of the development that's happening in this city right now. Without the state's help, many of these things don't get done, that's for sure. And without somebody like our Lieutenant Governor who loves Newark, who understands where we're going, the vision and the necessity to have this, you always have a voice in the State House that represent our desires and needs to make sure we get what we need. So thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for all the work that you do down there. Our Deputy Mayor, Allison Ladd, and her team, and all the folks that she thank you for the work that you do. I know it's hard, it's difficult in an environment where there's so much development, billions of dollars of development happening in the city, trying to make sure you take care of all of that at the same time. Keep your finger on the pulse of community development, affordability, all of the equity that we need in the city at the same time. Is a difficult task. You have developers coming from all over the place. Some saying they want to do this with big dreams, others trying to figure it out. To navigate that and put it together and pick the right projects to make it happen is almost an art form. So I appreciate the work that you guys are doing. And what can I say about Alberto and Ricardo? Thank you, Life Assets. You know, just what the city is trying to do. You know, you have, you know, folks who want to do development in this community that look like us, you know, minority, and I hate to say minority in Newark because we're not the minority. We are, in fact, the majority here, by the way. You know, just black and brown developers in this city who decide that they want to do something and have the commitment to stick to itness to get it done, because there's a lot of issues and pitfalls and holes that you could get in to make it impossible for you to do it. You could give up, walk away, do something else. I appreciate your stick to itness, fighting us and fighting the bureaucracy that's natural in any city the size of Newark to make sure that this project comes to the end. You know, so thank you, and prayerfully there are more projects in the future. And I want to thank BlueSugar, Tammy Hammond, obviously Queen Latifah, for loving Newark and being committed to it. There's nothing, you know, African-American women making this happen is an incredible thing in this city.
I love to see it.
I'm excited that it's African-American women. I'm also excited that it's Queen Latifah. I just want to say that straight ahead.
Yes.
I'm excited about it because people pigeonhole us, man. You know, they make us one thing and you can't be nothing else, right? So I'm happy that she is herself all of the time, and that is many different things. And she can do all kinds of things. You know, my mother raised me off of Paul Robeson and believing and understanding that you could be an artist, an entertainer, an intellectual, all at the same time. You can do these things. Nobody can say that you're this and not that. In fact, you're all of these things, and she represents that and gives inspiration and hope to many black and brown girls throughout this country to be doing the work that she's doing today. So shout out to Queen Latifah, obviously, and Tammy Hammond for the work that they're doing here. Lastly, 2 weeks ago, I was in the bar down the street, Mercedes and Mink, having a coffee clutch, talking to residents in Mercedes and Mink about development on Springfield Avenue and why they need development on Springfield Avenue. And they were tired of the development just happening by, you know, ShopRite and all that area. And I informed them that there will be some development on Springfield Avenue up the street coming, and they were excited about it. And I was glad to say not only is the development coming in, but Queen Latifah is behind it. So she saved me a few votes that day. And across the street up here, you have the Masjid, Imam Kareem, and I know they're excited about this as well because they want to do development. They own a couple of lots around here too, so this will excite them to do more work. And our pastor across the street over here, Pastor Jackson, who is elated by this. The first time I came into contact with this property, it was an abandoned building, a tore down abandoned building. There was an event that happens on Springfield Avenue, a biker event that we had. It spilled out into this area here. There were motorcycles, people on four on the quads that came this way. They were hanging out on an abandoned property. a fight broke out and there was shots fired and the kid got murdered right here in front of this abandoned property. I came here that night after the event and it was chaos everywhere and this building was standing up and the people from the church were here and all these folks were complaining about this building. I came back that evening and we knocked the building down in 6 to 7 hours. Wow. Probably we weren't supposed to knock it down, but I just had to. I just felt like it was in the way. Yeah. And you know, God is good because at that time we tore that building down. We didn't know what was going to happen here. And I never knew that Life Assets would run into the Sugar group and that Queen Latifah and Alberto and all of you would come together and make this happen. But you did. And so I get an opportunity to be back on this spot again, the very same spot where a young boy was murdered and we had to tear that property down in the middle of the night to build something not only that people didn't know about, but to revitalize this entire community and this neighborhood. And this is going to be a linchpin for so much development in this area, and I'm so grateful and thankful that we get to do it in the way that it's happening today. So thank all of y'all for coming out and the support that you're giving to this project. Prayerfully, this is not the last one, that there's many, many, many more ahead, and you know, I hope that BlueSugar Corporation and Life Assets come together and do more projects like this. And thank Linda Harrison from the Newark Museum, who I love dearly. So God bless y'all. Take care.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today and being here. I know you could have been any place else, but thank you so much for choosing to be right here in the heart of Newark, New Jersey, our home. I was born here at St. Michael's Hospital.
Okay.
So this is definitely my home. Went to high school at Irvington, lived in East Orange, grew up down in the neck, ice skating instead of roller skating sometimes, which is weird probably for some people, but not here in Newark. This is where Sarah Vaughan is from, so I'm proud to be from here. I think, Roz and our parents they knew each other, so this is family. That's how I look at it. I don't want to take up too much of your time because you've been here long enough. I just want you to maybe understand a little bit of what my thought process was. I drove past this street. My partner, Sha Kim, who is here, who is not one to jump on the mic and spit the bars, but is definitely the power behind me, the strength in my spine. We always thought about real estate and design and ideas. Anytime we get an idea, we think, how can we make it happen? It's just all we need is a spark. And once we get that spark, then it's off to the races. I see my sister here. I see Isam here. I see so many of my mother's students here who were inspired by her as youth, as children, grew up to be professionals in so many ways, but were surely told that they could never make it as kids by people who shouldn't probably have had those jobs. But we have been blessed to have God have his way over our lives and to put the right people in our paths and to allow us to be able to know that we can dream, not only dream, but bring those dreams to fruition. Yes, that we can set goals and accomplish those goals. When this first started, Diane, boy, she told us so many things. I was like, this is gonna be one uphill battle, but what's new? You know, it's always been an uphill battle. This has taken many courses, but it's come to here, and I'm so thankful that Tammy and Goncalves met together, that they were able to meet one another and connect the dots to make this all happen. So I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but I think it's because I'm a little bit emotional about the fact that we got walls up, we got windows.
Yes, girl.
I see some of my motorcycle buddies here today. You know, my red liners, deuce deuce. We also ride motorcycles, and I'm very familiar with what that situation was on that corner just there, that 15-year-old boy who lost his life that day. And I told Tammy, I said, we need to make sure we do something special here on that corner. That corner shouldn't be about that. That should be about life, not about death.
Yes.
This land should be about life, not about dilapidation and lack of services and beauty. We've had parts of this. I want to thank the city of Newark for being so helpful with helping us acquire the properties, the city-owned properties. But I'd also like to thank the lady across the street who planted the sunflowers, because she cared about this piece of dirt that was there. So what I want you to understand is there's love in this city.
Yes.
There's love in this community, the greater Newark area.
Yes.
There's love from this mayor for this city. There's love from this Owens family
Yes.
for the city.
Yes.
My father served as a police officer here, tactical, and also defended people in this city. My mother helped raise me here in this city. My bodyguard, Keith Shepard, right here, was a homicide detective here in this city.
Wow.
I've known him since I was 12 years old, and he's been protecting my life pretty much since then. Except for that one time I kissed your brother for the first time. It was like, you know, we had to figure it out. Anyway, I broke up with him. I quit him a week later. It was quick. But we are best friends to this day.
She said it was quick.
I want to thank my Aunt Shanetta for being a nurse at Beth Israel for 45 years and finally having an opportunity to retire and relax.
Amazing.
There's so many people I see in this audience who contribute to this city, who give up their time and their love. What's important here for me, and what's always been important, is that I could build something in this city that I could live in.
Right.
That Queen Latifah could live in, not just Dana. Dana could live anywhere. If you know Dana, you know Dana can roll. But Queen Latifah should be able to live in the city she was born in.
Right.
And so when I visualize things that I want to build things that I would want to live in. I don't want to, go halfway on anything. I want to go top notch as much as possible on anything we can do. So to me, with Eduardo and his brother, has been amazing because they have the same vision.
Right.
We started from the bottom, now we're here. And the reason I went to the Newark Museum to Linda was because I wanted people to see that although we are developing so many other parts of Newark, you're seeing the sky rises, you're seeing the beauty, you're seeing Whole Foods.
Right.
And I do like to get some organic vegetables. So thank you. But I also see Westside Park, where my best friend became an excellent basketball player and became the #1 player in the country, right up the street, a block from here. This is the part of Newark that I see. I get to see the beauty. You see, to me, Newark is ours. Newark is yours.
Right.
And I don't want people to think that they can't live in their own communities.
Right.
So I want to say thank you to all of our neighbors around us who are allowing us to make the noise we're going to make for the next year as we try to beautify this neighborhood. And I went to Linda because I wanted to show, I didn't want to just put a fence wrap up around this block. I wanted us, you, and anyone who drove past here to know that there are excellent people who come from our state of New Jersey and our city of Newark and its surroundings. We have some of the most talented, people who have achieved great things in the world of art, in the world of science, math. But particularly being the daughter of an art teacher, I have to start with art. And I have to go to the museum to do that. And so you will see on this fence wrap, your very own artists, people you can be proud of. And you will see the people, the members of your community, people who just decided that, hey, maybe I'm just gonna sweep up this street, but this is my town and I love it.
Yes.
Kids who go to school here, they deserve to be able to go to a doctor's office right down the street.
Yes.
They deserve to be able to grow up and rent their first apartment and it be a beautiful one.
Yes.
Something that someone cared about. I'm gonna wrap this up by really imploring that you continue to support us as we try to build more in Newark and in the greater Newark area. We wanna see this area rise. Rise is not just Rise living. Rise is Rita is seen everywhere. Rise is Rita is still everywhere. Rita Owens is my mother.
Yes, Rita.
And there's no way that this would be possible if she were not in the midst of this. Furthermore, today, as we were being asked to figure out dates to do this groundbreaking ceremony, 30 years ago today, I lost my brother in a motorcycle accident. We were able to turn that great loss. I was 22, he was 24. Red line us, deuce, deuce. Into the Lancelot H. Owens Scholarship Foundation. And so what may seem like a dark situation can be turned into a positive. So you may see dirt here, but you're gonna see beautiful apartments shortly.
Yes.
You're gonna see love that has been given to this property. You're gonna see someone who cared about it, a great deal of people who cared about it, and brought beauty to this concrete, the roses that grow from it.
Yes.
So on this day, I feel very proud to be here. I feel like this changes what might be a sad day to me this couldn't be more than a joyous day.
Yes, Lord.
I want to thank you, Ed, for supporting me for everything, for my headaches. I see my sister Raven out there. She knows what I'm talking about. I see you, Esam. I see you, Miss Teresa. You can't be from Newark and not know Miss Teresa in the building. And I want to thank all the media outlets who came here today. I want you to continue to support us as we continue to build these properties. Thank you, Ms. Oliver, for taking your time out to come out today. You didn't have to do this, but thank you for being so dedicated to our state. I wish you all the best. Stay strong. Mayor Baraka, we know we're doing this again, so stay strong, and we'll be here, and we'll always be here for you as you've been here for us. I don't think I've forgotten anything, have I? Well, I just want to say thank you. It's time to put some shovels in the ground. What do you think?
Yes.
I've been waiting for this hard hat for a minute.
Thank